revelation. Let me just spend it in that way. Today, I want to dip a little bit deep, starting from 2019. In our Ngwa language, Ngwa dialect, we said, "Onwere miri si bo pi ugboro ime." I don't know how other people use that language. There is area where things started decaying, and it trickled down to today. You see, we are in a global village. What do I mean in a global village? We are in a technology era. This is not the time of analog, where people do things or say anything and go free with it without being discovered. If you say anything in this very era we are, we will make the research, and the research will give us the accurate of what happened, not what he said. So it's better anytime you are saying, say things accurately, in other way to keep yourself truthful and relevant before the entire community. In 2019, during the general election in Nigeria, somebody asked, was Nnamdi Kanu started well? And my answer to those people was accurately yes. Capital yes. And I will ask again, then what now happened? I said everything began in 2019. 2019 was the demon that began operation in his spirit. Did he start sincerely? Yes. But not just totally sincerely. The attitude of unaccountability has always been in him, but then you can't count it to be one of his character. Then you may count it to be kind of maybe he was running away from being stopped from his vision, because a man on mission always have the spirit of determination before you achieve your vision. Now, in 2019, okay, let me start from 2017, because I joined IPOB 2016 September, by one of our comrades here in Brazil. May his soul rest in peace, Mr. Oliver from Enugu State. He always meet me and he will say, "Ogalayo man, there is a man called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu." I say I know him. I say I have heard most of his preaching on Radio Biafra. he said he thought that that man needs support so that we all can come around him and see how possible it could be for us to achieve Biafra. And I know what I responded to him. I never forget that statement. I said, Biafra actualization need a collective effort. He said, yes. I said, okay, let me explain. That very day, I explained to him, I said, collective effort that I mean is, we are in a more opportunity than ever before. I said, we have a soft landing in which Odumegojuku era didn't have. We have a soft landing in which Wazirike didn't have. He said, what is that soft landing? I said, the man preaching about Biafra is a United Kingdom citizen, right? He said, yes. I said, he is not the only one that acquires citizenship in Europe or in the Western world. There are thousands and millions of Biafrans that have citizenship in the developed world. I said, what this man needs to do is to meet with these people with citizenship across the world. Meet with figures with citizenship in Canada. Meet with figures with citizenship in the United States of America. That's exactly what the word I told Mr. Oliver, late Oliver. I said, meet with people with citizenship in Germany. Meet with people with citizenship in Italy. Meet with people with citizenship in Spain. Meet in France. Meet all over Europe first. Then after that, these people will be the people to approach the government of where they belong before any step will be made. The man looked at me and said, Mazi, man, it seems you are saying something differently that I have never think of. I say, yes. I say, you meet with the government of those places where those people are citizenship, have their citizenship. You meet with them, then before any move will be made. I say, we are in a better advantage to restore Biafra. But when I heard our politicians speaking about, you can't just Biafra, as I laugh, because our politician does not have this vision in which I explained to late Mr. Oliver. Because their vision only circles within the Nigerian territory. I say, when Biafra genocide happened, we don't have this opportunity of being around the world. I said, now, I went ahead and explained deeper. I said, now, listen to me. I said, Mr. Oliver, we have military officers who are Biafran, who their parents are Biafran origins. Their children are military officers in US. They are police officers in US. They are military officers in Italy. They are police officers in Italy. Most of them are judges in Italy. Most of them are lawyers in Italy, in US, in Germany, in Canada, in Australia. The man sat down. He said, Oga, you are motivating me more and more. I said, I think this is an underground job that needs to be done first. This is an underground job that needs to be done first. Meet with them, convince them Then make them stay standby for diplomatic approach. Then Nnamdi Kanu can go on radio, preach the word politely. Preach the word. That was the language that preach the word politely. Because Nigeria will never ever develop. He looked at me and said, I said, the statement Nnamdi Kanu used that Nigeria will never work is true. He said, so am I also convinced? I said, no, I've been part and parcel of Nigeria system, but Nigeria can never work. The foundation is bad. I said, likewise, if for Nigeria to work, it will be getting worse. Year in, year out, month in, week out. Nigeria will be dropping. It can never receive any kind of progress. I said, that is how Nigeria foundation is being built. It was not built to be progressive. It was built to be completely a doom for African nations. I said, do you know that Nigeria is the key that have locked all the whole Africa down for not being developed? He looked at me. I said, yes. I said, Africa would never see modern development until Nigeria stopped to exist. He wanted to know something. I said, no, keep it like that. I said, drop it. I won't go deeper. I said, I won't go deeper. I said, well, any other time you people who are gathering for your meeting, let me know. You have my number, call me, I will come. In which he did. I went there. I sat with them. I see how coordinated they are. I said, okay, I'm interested. I joined them. That time it was, I think, the contribution that time was 20 reais. 20 reais was their contribution, monthly contribution. Then the meeting contribution was 10 reais. So they talk about it. I tell them, okay. There's one book they have. One, I think, one exercise book. This hard copy back. Then I told them to write my name. They wrote my name. I paid. The first day I attended IPO meeting, I paid my monthly due. I said, okay, since I'm starting from this particular month, look at my monthly dues. They said the meeting gathering money. They said, well, how much? 10 reais. I gave them 20 reais. Making 40 reais. Then after, I was the one that suggested in that meeting, I said, I think it will be wise for this organization to have a payment receipt. Since it's a worldwide organization. So to keep record of those who contributed for Biafra restoration, should in case tomorrow. I say because some countries in the world, I mentioned 3 countries every day. I said some countries in the world, this is how they rule their classing. Like countries like Oman, they have first class, second class, third class citizens. I mean the people, the origin of the people, they are not foreigners. Because of how people contributed when their contribution during the time of their movement. So they made it like that. I said, it will be wise if Biafra can adopt such thing. It will help. So that most of people who contribute for Biafra restoration, they may not be alive, Biafra come. But that receipt will help their children. When their children leave that receipt and approach the government will be able to trace that receipt and say that yes, their father or their mother contributed in actualization of this country. Okay, their children will have automatic class in that nation, either first class or second class or third class. And that idea, they uploaded that idea that very day. Then the meeting dismissed and left. 2017, and I begin to experience what I call disappointment from Biafrans. And elderly people with red cap on their head, the title chiefs in this country. The money IPOB contributed, this group of title men that lives in this country, Igbo title men, they siphon the money. I look at them. Some group of young men, youth, vow that they are going to collect that money or it will turn into fight. You know, I don't like problem. I told them, I say, come, this is one of the challenges we may have during this period. I say, you know, our people are eye service people. You have been in our character, eye service. I said, now look at what most of them are saying. They say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was killed in that compound, and his body was taken away by the Nigerian army. Biafra can never be actualized without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. 2017. I smile. Then the former, there was no coordinator then. The person they appointed to be coordinating started misbehaving because he was among the people who collaborated with these elderly ones to move that money out of IPOB purse. Then I approached him. I went to his shop because he repaired his electronics. I went to his shop several times, approached him. I said, Mazi, I think it will be wise you return that money to the purse of IPOB, not to stain your name. He said he is not returning it because where did I see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is dead. I told him, I said, I have done my underground investigation. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is much alive. He was the first person I sat down. He gave me stood in his shop to sit down. I sat down. I explained to him. I said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not dead. He escaped the assassination attempt in that compound. You say, how did I know where is Mazi? I said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very much alive. Cool down. I said, he's very much alive. I told him, I said, he was evacuated before that incident took place. He wasn't in that compound when those military were shooting. But what led to the killing of our youth in that compound is that the youth believed that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in his room. So he made the youth resist the army, and the army gunned them down. I was the one that revealed to him. I said, it's not just only 28 people that died there. 28 people is the one that happened inside the compound. I said, around the bush, around that house, the bushes near that house, I said, dead bodies of our youth are there. I said, more than 70-something dead bodies were found around those bushes, which the community didn't know. Which the community didn't know where these people come from. The identity, nobody knows. And these people, this particular youth, are not from Afaribe. I think his people that are from a little bit far from our region. He said, what? I said, yes. I said, no, you don't. I said, this statement they keep on making 28, 28, 28. I said, no. I said, 78 were bodies, youth, 78 were found around that. You see, Kanu siblings, they are alive. Community elders of that Afadibe, they are, most of them are still alive. Go and ask them, touch this video, go and ask them what I'm telling you. They will tell you that this man is well rooted in this information. The man was looking at me. I look at him, I said, return that money. He promised me to return that money. He said he will speak to his group. They are going to bring out their money. Blah, 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 blah. Meeting was scheduled. I went to that meeting. They came. They said, okay, the other guy, this guy must not be in any position. Say he will be the one to choose who will be in position. I said, whatever, do. They wanted to come to my side. I said, no, I can't, because I am too much engaged. I don't want to disappoint anybody. Because the time you may need me, I may not be there. So at the end of the day, they say, no, we must give you one thing. I said, I don't need this thing. I love the history of Biafra, and that is why I'm here, and I want to be among the participants of this very movement. That is all. I don't need anything. I don't want anything, because I may disappoint you guys when you need me. Because you may call me and say, I am busy, you guys may not like it. May not like such attitude from me. So I didn't take it. So they asked me to choose PRO for them. They say, okay, you will take the position of PRO. Now choose person you want him to be PRO. I look at one guy there. I say, this guy is outspoken. Pick him as PRO. They picked him as PRO. After picking him, after a month, another quarrel burst out, because people were insisting, do account for us, do account for us, do account. I said, okay, but I thought me and you have concluded, you say you are going to do account for them. Okay. The financial secretary brought out his book and mentioned the money that is in the hands of this guy. after he mentioned it. Everybody said they want to, they say, we begin to tell them, what do you want to see the money for? They said they want to see our money. We have to go to silent table. Can you put on kill we tried the thing to sell a table first before you got on. So this man couldn't brought that money out. Meeting scattered. Everybody left. So at the end of the day, that was the end of that very IPOB gathering in Brazil. That money disappeared in their hands. Then the thing make IPOB scatter. So the man who is one of the DOS member now, South American rep, we were preparing for rally for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Remember 2017, we were preparing for rally for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that was the highest rally in the history of this country by Africans that lives here. Go and that is the photo that I see MNK gift. One guy with Dada. And that rally was more than 300 people. We were doing that rally. We went to Bolivian. That is one institution for Bolivians, people from Bolivia. So we went and discussed with them. These people joined us. Which other country joined us? Peru, people from Peru, they joined us. Then we obtained police report. Then along that rally, I was the one covering it. That's why I didn't appear anywhere in that rally. So the guy that's supposed to cover it didn't come. So I took it upon myself. I said, let me do the covering of this rally with my phone. I have 2 phones. I was using the 2 phones at the same time. Look at how my hand was like this. I was using the 2 phones. I was sweating because that time was a hot weather time. I was sweating so badly. I was using the phone to cover that rally. Then, during that rally, one old man, walked down from skyscraper, this tower, this building. He came down. Then one Brazilian, because I was covering it, one Brazilian man touched me, asked me a question. I said, do you want me to interview you? He said, okay. He entered. So they were asking me, who are we? I said, we are Biafran. We are Biafran people. We are Biafran people. It's okay. He said, I haven't heard that name before. I said, yes. Then immediately this old man just walked gently. So immediately the old man walked close to us. We hear a very loud noise from far away. They were hailing the man. Then I turned back. So one of the Brazilians who were following, I have interviewed that man here in one of my programs, Mr. Alex. He now whispered to me, he said, this man is one of the founding fathers of this country who fight for the independence of this Brazil. He said he's very high respected man. I look at him, he now called me. Unfortunately, that man speaks English, so we now start a very good conversation. He say he know Biafra war. Say he went there with his wife. He said during the time of that genocide, during the time of that hunger, he said he was the one among people who gathered some certain things, tried to go and help the people that were dying there. He said he entered into, he called it Onitsha. He said he entered into Onitsha with his wife, but unfortunately, he said there was blockade. He said they get stranded in Biafra land, in Brazil. He said he is a senator. He have served, he is a long-term senator in this country. So that 2017, he said this will be his last running for political office because he want to go and rest. But he said he have loyalists. His office will be, he said they have used that office to honor him. He said his office must be active in this country. Simplicy. That is the man who pushed for that 30th May to be officially recognized by Brazilian government. And because look at how people voted in that assembly. Massively voted in the favor of Biafran people. The same right they gave to the Jewish that live in this country during the Jewish Memorial Day. They have Jewish holiday for all Jewish in this country. And many countries from Africa have never secured such opportunity. Only the Jew, and we are the second in the history that have secured such opportunity of recognition of that Memorial Day. Now, that was 2017. Who rally did we went for? Provide Mazi. The rally was provide Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria military, provide Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That was the title of the rally. Have you killed him? Give us the body. Is he alive? Provide him. But within me, I knew he's alive. But you know, it's a political movement. You have to play politics. Even in that rally, people was asking me, Lion Man, how are you sure Nnamdi Kanu is alive? I said, Nnamdi Kanu is very much alive. They say, where is he? I say, I don't know where he is, but he is very much alive. He said, I keep on telling them he's very much alive. This thing, there's one pastor that I respect so much in this land. Because of that issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I lost my respect where that pastor is. He's a Nigerian pastor. He said God showed him the dead body of Nnamdi Kanu. He said, why am I arguing with him? I look at him from his shoes to up. I said, why are you talking rubbish? That was the language I used. I don't even know when that thing come off my mouth. I said, okay, why are you talking rubbish? What nonsense did God show you? He said, he is a prophet. God always show things. I said, oh God didn't show you anything. I said, go back to your prayer again. Go and ask again. I said, go and ask again. The man said, Mr. Lion Man, why are you so insisting that I say, oh God, I am not telling you is a vision or is a dream, or I didn't tell you I see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in a dream. I didn't tell you that I saw Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through the God vision or whatever, or prophecy. No, I said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is physically alive. Do you know what the man used to attack me? He said,
When he is physically alive, why do you now go to rally? Why you guys organize rally demanding for Nigerian military to provide him? I said, this is politics. We have to play the politics of freedom. I said, okay, leave spirituality apart. Let us bet $1,000. I said, let us sign a document for $1,000. Any day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appear, I take your money. But any day they bring out and confirm that he's dead, you take my money. You say he's a man of God, doesn't play. You say it's against the will, it's against the functioning of God to engage in game. I say this is not game. This is argument that between us. At least to prove your God right, that you are very sure of what God shows you, isn't it? So that to be also prove myself right of what I'm telling you. 2018, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu reappeared. He saw me. He changed his word. So you guys know that he's alive. Why do you people keep quiet? Are there people we are just, suffering themselves? People we are dying in panic. I said nobody is dying in panic. We told everybody that people that want to know, we told them that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is alive, but he will come out at due time, but not now. Is it not? But I told you the same, you didn't believe me. No, it's because of people who says, why I'm bringing all this effort out is recklessness of a leadership. That's where I'm going to. Because the first question I ask, as a former serviceman, I ask, who ordered that parade? Go and ask South American rep. He was the coordinator then. After that crisis in Ipob, we made him coordinator. No, he is not coordinator yet. It was after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu reappeared, he was made coordinator. But I told him, I said, Mazi, why should Mazi Nnamdi Kanu allow parade in his father's compound? I said, it doesn't, that thing is provoking. I say, who idea is that? Receiving salute. A man, a civilian, and that place is not even outside, that is the private compound. He's receiving salute. I say, it's provoking. But I think maybe he doesn't have the idea. But I said, but I'm not justifying the actions of Nigerian military. Because Nigerian military also violates the international law against human rights. Because they went there was no exchange of fire. I said, where they have right to shoot, aside this, if they have gone there and there was exchange of fire, then they have the right to eliminate everything they see there. But this one is civilian. I said the video is there. Civilians. No firearm, nothing. And somebody have that mind and open fire on unarmed civilians. I said this is where Nigeria got it wrong. I said one, if it is in a civilized world, Okezi Bazu, who was the governor that time, will lose his seat. You have to resign because he fell as a chief security officer of the state, of Abia State. When we took the matter to United Nations here, that was exactly the presentation I made there. I said the governor of Abia State should be resigned. The statement are still, the document we submit are still there. But at the end of the day, when I found out that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu got the information that the militaries were coming, not got information, I got this information from Okezi Ikpeazu brother. You know, Okezi Ikpeazu is from the same place from with me. What? That Okezi Ikpeazu called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on phone as his brother and told him to leave. And told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to tell those youths to evacuate the compound. The governor of Abia State did so. He's alive. He's in Spain. I want the Spanish national coordinator to go and visit Okezi Ikpeazu. Listen, go there and visit Okezi Ikpeazu in his office, because agitation does not make you somebody who does not believe in your own ideology. That is his own fundamental right to stand his own ideology. But I can tell you today that even those politicians you think they are not interested in Biafra, they are interested. But in which approach, in which style of approach are you tabling before them? That matters. I want the national coordinator of Spain, now that Okezi Ikpeazu is the ambassador to Spanish ambassador, go there, go to his office and ask him. There is one man from your place, his name is Lion Man. Look at what he said. But we want to confirm this, if this is true. Please, I don't know, please, those people on the comment section, please help me discover somebody. Somebody reported my account multiple times here. I don't think it is all these autopilot guys. I don't know. They reported my account and I've been sent email here. So I'm trying to resolve it on the email so that they will not do it again. They said I'm violating the rules of Facebook. I don't know why. I'm being broadcast. I'm not insulting anybody. Let me check if these autopilots are there, because that is their handwork. Why will anybody be reporting this kind of program? I don't know. All these guys are recruited by Nnamdi Kanu. Sometimes I don't know if their brain are working. Somebody is giving you details and you are reporting his account. What does that mean? I continue. So I want somebody to go there and confirm from Okezi Ikpeazu he's alive. Thank God he is now in an accessible way where you can access him. As a coordinator, you can go there with your officials and say, we want to confirm this in Oga. Okezi Ikpeazu, inform Nnamdi Kanu to evacuate you today. What did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did? He left with his parents, with his brothers, and abandoned the youths who flew that compound. He left. And that horrible incident took place. Not just only that, in which after, (2018), Okezi Ikpeazu asked for peace to reign. Take 50 million for renovation of the house. Renovate the house. Fix the house again. Which something that need to renovate that house is not up to 20 million. Because it's just a bullet hose. But the 50 million was given by Abia State governor. The 60 million was given to the leader of indigenous people of Biafra to compensate the family of those victims, which I kept my ear very down to know if there is any family that was located and say, okay, IPOB is giving you 500,000 for what happened in my compound. As I keep my ear down, I didn't hear anything like that. I didn't hear such development till now. Remember, I asked, who authorized that parade in that compound? It is called parade. Who authorized it? That is act of ignorance by a leader. Pure ignorance by a leader. It led to who? It led to multiple deaths. The physical death inside the compound, 28. The disappearing people may even get up to 500 or even 200 people. They may disappear. Till today, you can't find them. And you know that we are highly hated in Nigeria. As man onye ndị iro gbara okirikiri leche ndị ya nche. Ima wee jisegide leche ndị ndụ iche nche ahụ ị ga-add ya wisdom. You shouldn't be reckless. Oya bụ ndụ. Mgbe asịghị onye ndị iro gbara gburugburu ndị ya nche means be careful. Add wisdom in what you are doing. In other way, do not give that enemy, those pathological enemy, ground to unleash their hatred, which they have already piled up in their mind. Another reckless decision. Go and ask other IPB members in Brazil. 2019, I came to meeting. I said, as Nnamdi Kanu said, there is no election. Is this decision IPOB decision or what? I was told that it's IPOB general decision. I said, does it make any sense? I said, why, since our agitation is outrightly based on referendum, we don't want to engage in the armed struggle. Then we should allow anything that have to do with democratic dispensation take place anytime they want. Let them continue voting. While they continue doing their election, we continue reminding our politicians. I said, let me tell you something. Nigeria will not work. That's why we have better advantage. Imagine the politicians who went there and people are suffering, people continue to, and no progress in Nigeria. Time will come. Even those politicians, are they animals? They are not animals. I know that they enjoy the looting they are doing there. That time will come. They will find out that that time has come now. Let me tell you, that time that I predicted that time is now. And it will, next year, it will get more worse. 2028, it will get more worse. 2029, it will get more worse. Are we IPOB not in advantage? So, why being reckless? Why being in a hurry and being reckless? Why being in a hurry and being reckless? Why? Recklessness of a leadership can destroy the whole nation. Nnamdi Kanu is a reckless leader that have no ideology of engagement in terms of things like this. That's why I demanded that time. And he is in detention, I thought that this man is wise. It's not, when I know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not wise, is when some members of the DSS began to bring information and say, this your leader, this lawyer, we destroyed him. Anytime this lawyer comes, whatever they are discussing regarding our side, it's been listened in our office. This man should understand that there is listening device in this visiting room. A DSS officer, an Igbo man. Oh, it's Ijigunu. But the problem that have been the obstacle in IPOB is in Nnamdi Kanu. His, may I call it, his uncalculative or senseless approach. Senseless approach. Recklessness of a leadership. I sent somebody, I said, tell this man to shut up his mouth while in DSS. That's, if you want to, because, let me tell you something, before you be a successful freedom fighter, you must know about security one. Please, comment section, please let me know, is this program still flowing or is it hang? I want to know if the video is hang. Because what I'm seeing in this the laptop before me here. Please, from the comment section, is my video hanged? I think this video is hanged. The one in my here is hanged. Is this video hanged? What I'm seeing here in my system before me here, it looks like this video hanged. Is the video hanged? The broadcast, is it hanged or is it moving normal as normal? I think I have some issues here today. What is going on here? Before I proceed, I need somebody to confirm if this video is the video hang or is it moving normal as normal. Mazi.
Yeah, it's working very well.
Okay.
It's working very well.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you. Yeah, Mazi Patrick, somebody have confirmed it. He says it's working very well.
Mazi, it's not hanging. Go ahead.
Okay,
continue.
Thank you. So, thank you for that confirmation. So, as I was saying, manner of approach matters a lot in things like this. You remember what I said earlier when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I've been saying this although before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, that freedom fighting is the most high-tech politics. That's why when I look at people, all this Prima group, we are saying, when somebody say political solution in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case, immediately they hear that. If you ask most of them what is the meaning of political solution, they don't even know, because that was what I did when those children were using it to make mockery of themselves. I said, and I called one in my program 2022. I said, please, can you explain the meaning of political solution? One akawo. That's just imagine. Even when the boy you call your prime minister don't even know the meaning of political solution. how will his followers know what is the meaning of political solution? I say you are fighting for freedom, which means you are a politician. Let me tell you something. Everybody today that is in IPOB agitating for Biafra referendum, requesting for Biafra, this is politics we are playing. This is politics. We are all politicians. Even we are more intelligent politicians than those people who are elected. And if you are not more intelligent, they will defeat you. You need to be more informed, more intelligent to approach them. To approach them. So why will anybody be making fool of themselves on media among these children? This will continue. This man said, every conversation of this man is being recorded. And I know that Jimakot deliberately set him up in that DSS. Everything that happened to Nnamdi Kanu was achieved in that. That's why they delayed him in that DSS. You see, and when this Yoruba new DSS chief entered, that's when they even step up their professionals over this thing. I said, the delay of Mazi, do you know that it was when the Yoruba new DSS chief entered that they gave Mazi the kind of phone to reach out to his wife? When that information came to me that he had been giving phone to reach out to his wife, I said, if this man use this phone, call any other person that is not his wife, this man is finished. As if I know. I say he's finished. I said, the only thing that will save this man, if this man only discuss anything pertaining his family, how is my children? How are you? I hope you are fine. Oh, you are, go. Just a drop. He don't need. Nnamdi Kanu didn't need any. But what did he do? What did the so-called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that we all claim that he's intelligent? That's when I know that this man is 0-0 in terms of intelligence. He doesn't know anything. I said, you see that, and that is the problem we have in Africa. We always hype people based on their flow of their, their outspoken or their, they're fluent in the English language. Speaking English fluently does not make you an intelligent person. English it's like every other language. It's like when you see an Igbo man speaking Igbo language. It's a language. It's like when you see a Portuguese man speaking Portuguese fluently. That does not mean that man is intelligent. I don't know what is wrong with our people. Speaking of English does not make you an intelligent at all. Intelligence is how you engage things, your activity, how you engage your activity, and you succeed. How to know when you are in danger, how to know where to speak and where to keep quiet. Intelligence is how to know where you use sign to speak. There is a place you will go now. You don't need to speak. This is how I train my daughter. Maybe there's a place I will go now, I will just do hand like this. Ordinary hand, I will just do my hand like this. My daughter already know he have already coded what I just designed. You know, if I'm telling her to stand up and go, or if I'm telling her to go outside and wait for me, or if I'm telling her to get me water. Ordinary hand like that, I don't need to speak. People sitting there may think that I just stretched this finger. But this finger have passed, it have spoken language. But what did Nnamdi Kanu did? He began to use the phone to look for who he will blackmail right from DSS dungeon. That is where he shot himself up on the foot. He began to, I will do this, I will do this. And they are recording, everything was recorded. I will do this, I will do this, I will do this, I will do this. What did I tell the leadership? Some members of the, I just passed the information. I said, any of you, Nnamdi Kanu called with that phone, please don't pick the call, don't answer him. They said, don't answer that man there. Ignore his call. Don't answer him. Don't let him put you in trouble. I said, how can he be using phone in the maximum security detect place? And this man is using phone, talking like a baby, talking anyhow, making his plan as if those people who permit that phone, they are fools. See, look at this man. Look at this man. Recklessness of a leader. Leader who doesn't take advice from nobody. He knows it all. Then I want to ask Biafra, where do you think you will go? Do you think you will have headway with such person? All of you must be out of your mind. You go nowhere with that kind of person. And he knew with that his character, he will never achieve anything. That is why that's why he made that statement down. He said, I will not disappoint you, you will disappoint me. Because time will come. People who cannot bear that nonsense of his single-handedly decision sometime will walk away. As years goes, people will be walking away. People who have coded that they are going nowhere will walk away. Do you understand me now? That is why he made that statement already. And immediately he made that statement. Okay, 2019. Without consultation of IPOB worldwide to know their opinion in regards of election, he woke up from his room and announced there will be no election. Okay, when I put my touch, this thing is opinion, because if it is opinion of IPOB Brazil, that I am one of them, did not participate in that opinion. IPOB Brazil didn't participate in that opinion. As I go on to know, I discovered that Italian IPOB didn't participate in that decision of no election. As I put more touchlight to know if Spain participated, Spanish IPOB didn't participate. Canada IPOB didn't participate because there's one man that time who is a select member that I used to communicate to. I said, okay, is you people aware or did you participate in that opinion of no election 2019? He said no. He said they didn't discuss it with them. They only know that Mazi can announce it. Anywhere you call to know if they participated, what you hear that it is Mazi that can announce it. Command and control. No, there's one coordinator that told me command and control. I will remember that control. He said command and control. I say, Oga, you don't know the meaning of command and control. I say, this one is not command and control. The very day I lectured about the real command and control, people bite their mouth. As command and control, when he says command and control, it's for to put orderliness in every organization or institution. And that command and control, before he became active into command and control, executives of that institution must come to the round table whatever they concluded. Okay, what is the meaning of executive? Okay, now we have one executive as DOS member, South American representatives. He will pass the message to us. The Oga, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will pass the message to them, the members of the DOS. Okay, tell your continent that this is our decision. What did they say? You see, if we take this agitation of IPOB in this manner, we will achieve Biafra secretly and silently. Very easy. You see, when I noticed that nobody was involved in that decision, it was the decision of Nnamdi Kanu. Only him, one, only him. Who does that? Who does that? How can only one person make a decision over 30 million members? Only one person making the decision over 30 million members without seeking opinion. Okay. Some members of the say they don't know. Onyendu just Onyendu nyere. Okay. When you see that this thing now has caused a very bad danger. Election remain how many days? 2 days. What we heard on Radio Biafra. Late in the night. The no election is hereby lifted. The no election is hereby lifted. Who did it involve? Non-IPB member was involved. Neither the leadership was involved. Only you one. Only you one. Recklessness. And they gave you money. You collected it. And that money, where the genesis of his downfall. Okay. The leadership, because of the danger of terrorism of the Fulanese in our land, nobody was going to farm, nobody, if you go to farm, you lost. Then what happened? They organized Eastern Security Network. After flagging off, maybe most of them, they forget what in this man they do. I must tell you. Mazi Jonathan said, "Lanyebu 2 minutes, Landebanyebu 2 minutes, thinkers." After the launch of ESN 2020, our people love what IPOB did. They begin to support that thing. They begin to support ESN. They begin to support ESN. 2021, January, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came up on Radio Biafra. I don't want nobody from abroad should communicate with ESN. I said nobody. I said nobody. I said nobody. Yes, you said nobody, no problem. The order was fine. But if you are saying nobody, you should have make a specific point, such as there are people who are in charge of this particular department. Let nobody that is not appointed or have any connection with that department go near. It's another different thing. But when you say nobody, that means you are the one that will control them specifically for you. Remember, in 2019, before he made that election seal and the sign and seal, what did I say? I said, IPOB should look for some IPOB members, at least 2 persons or 3, that has European nationality. Anywhere Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going, let these men, 3 or 2 or 3 is okay. If he's going to Japan, those men should enter the same flight with him, pretended to be staying, pretended that they are not going together. I suggested this in 2019. I said, as it is, let this man not be traveling alone. At least 2 is okay. So that if anything happens, there are people that will alert the rest of people. This thing have happened to this man. I said, these people must not go closer to him as his personal security. They will disguise themselves. If he's coming, maybe if he's going to US, those people will enter the same flight with him. If he's checking out, those people will check out. Then the hotel is going to lodge. Those people will lodge closer to his room. I said, this is how this movement should be. Well-organized security for him. But in all these things, when you give him the report, he knows it all. He doesn't want to work with you. He knows it all. You know the best he can do. You don't know anything. Every other person is idiot. Every other person is mumu. Only Nnamdi Kanu gets sense. Only him gets sense. Oh, Makande, I say we love Mazi. You don't love him. Thank God that I am not the only one that is seeing this thing. We have intelligent people. The problem we have today is that we have mixed blood who want that guy, who want Nnamdi Kanu dead today, tomorrow. And I can tell you, he have submitted himself in this kind of people's hand. You see, a man that loves worship will always destroy himself. When a man loves people that worship him, he's gone. Remember, I'm saying this thing since 2000. I said, this man, after my investigation, I find out that this man is not what he is. That people think he is. I said, this man will definitely destroy himself. And I've been saying it without fear. I said, because this is the man that loves idiots around him. Those that can worship him. Either he get it well, he get it right, or he got it wrong. They will say, oh, Onyen do carry go. And when you have people like that around you, your own is gone. When you have people, when you love people, when you have this kind of love for people who worship you, you are finished. See grave. When you know that you have this kind of spirit of accepting idiot that will worship you, why are you coming for freedom? You should have gone for pastoring. You should have just gone for pastoring. Thank God you have the convincing voice. You go there, convince people, and gather their offering and put it inside your pocket. You shouldn't near freedom umbrella. Coming to freedom umbrella, that means you choose a wrong career from your spirit, from the spirit that is in you. You choose a wrong career, and that wrong career you choose have led to death of thousands and millions of people unnecessarily. You were giving a report. I was among people who gave the report. If I'm not among, I will not. I say, your legs shouldn't touch anywhere in Africa for your safety. Then later, Ipob made that statement official. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shouldn't go to any African country. Surprisingly, the first place he was cited is Ghana. Ghana, nonsense. Second place he was cited is Ethiopia. Ethiopia, nonsense. Pure nonsense. The first thing I asked, when I heard that he was kidnapped in Kenya, I said, where did he went there for official assignment? You know, I don't listen. In every mistake you made in life as a man, and you have people around you that correct you because you don't want correction, when they pay the price, I don't pity people. When you make a mistake, pay the price. If you pay the price, then you learn from it. I don't pity people. Go ask. I can only give you my advice. When you ignore the advice and fall into trouble, I will ask you to pay. The first question I ask is, did he went there for Biafra issue, to discuss Biafra issue? You know, our people, they can lie. They say it's for Biafra issue. I said, okay, no problem. IPOB should fight. We begin to do the movement. Begin to do the movement. And glory be to God, IPOB secured him. The charge and acquitted. The charge and acquitted. Then the Attorney General of the Federation of Republic of Nigeria, Malami, was not satisfied. He applied for a stay of execution, which is normal. Which is normal. And they were asked not to go back to court by professionals in IPOB. Because Nnamdi Kanu never value anybody in IPOB. You see, one thing I found out that made him not to value anybody in IPOB is that maybe because of that his name, we took allegiance with. Oh God of Nigeria. Maybe because of that his name, we took allegiance with. Maybe he's looking at it as if I can make these people who took allegiance with my name, which means these people they are not wise. That is another angle that I digested that particular attitude from him. I say, okay, maybe this man thinks that everybody in IPOB is idiot. Nobody is questioning him, so he have arrived. They look at how Alod Ejimako set him up. When Alod Ejimako went there, because with he will be safe. Then Alod Ejimako, after reaching deal with Nigeria government, they now went there. As immediately he took position, that was when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu finish. He will go there, he will tell him that a man who is unaliving the people in the eastern region is the one doing something against for his release. This was the first question I asked Autopilot. I said, how do you now think that killing people will free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Now look at what Alod did. As Alod went there, Alod say, everywhere la libo la bagaregare. Everywhere la libo la bagaregare. La bagaregare. Everywhere la libo la bagaregare. That was what Alod told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How did you do? How is cyber activity is the one helping you? Remember, you said that approaching government in a civil manner does not yield a good fruit. The same civil manner IPOB leadership introduced was what made them brought you into the court alive, because the plan was to unalive him as a land Nigeria. If any information got, they apply their brain. It's okay. Sit at home Monday, sit at only Monday. When this thing hits the governors, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appear in court. Everybody see him that he's alive. And that's what IPOB needed to confirm if this man is alive. And that was when they paved way for Barrister Ejiofor to start seeing him. I think all of you have forgotten this story. I keep everything in my memory. Then because of the money, let me tell you, so the genesis of the downfall of Nnamdi Kanu was that money he gave his siblings directive to siphon if anything happened to him. And the siblings have siphoned that money into their own private account. That was where, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have told his siblings, give the people the money of their money, give the organization, submit that money, don't touch it. Believe me, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could have long time been aside. That's why when you do bad thing against the clean heart that approach you, God will always punish you. Let me tell you, what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a divine punishment. Take it or you leave it. It's a divine punishment. Because people that came, youth that died, did they come and die for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? They died for Biafra. You called them out for Biafra. And they find Biafra worthy. They came with their heart. They laid their life. Like all of us enter into this IPOB, contributing our heart and money all these years. All these years, no stop. There is no month I miss my, since 2016 till now, there's no month I miss my monthly dues. There is no single month I miss my, what is, many people may be afraid to say it. And that is why Africa can never develop. Until Africa learn how to talk like Americans who talk boldly. They don't care. Learn how to talk like Europeans who talk boldly. That is when things will begin to change. What is happening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a divine punishment from God. Because people approach him with clean hearts. Then he sees those people that approach him with clean hearts as people without brain. That is the worst thing anybody can engage. You will offend God instantly. Remember, many people have laid their life down. Now, you were told, don't go to Kenya. You went to Kenya. How many of you remember when I released intel about the former British High Commissioner in Nigeria? When Malami and Abakari, the one that died, that old man, the Asarok chief of staff, planned to assassinate the British, I was the one. Is there in the history? I was the one who ran to my Twitter, and that was I know the challenge I face of revealing that thing. Immediately the British intelligence unit published it, that is a planned assassination against their High Commissioner. Everybody was, how do Lion Man know this thing? Who are you? Who are you? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have everything, God used everything, blessed him in IPOB family. But his arrogance and pride destroyed him. Insincerity in him destroyed. All of us were sincere. Every Biafran is sincere to this man, because we see him as somebody that God will use. Through him we get what we want. But immediately he lied to Biafrans in 2019. God shifted from him. God shifted from him. God moved away from him. Then he started living an empty life. He started living an empty life. Another thing he did, he started bringing strange people into IPOB without due process. He brought Madam Oyibo into IPOB, no due process. Nelly, he brought Nelly, no due process. He brought, okay, recently, is one, and when I told people that it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that brought Simon Ekpa into Biafra struggle, the first person I told that thing didn't believe me until it is confirmed. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu didn't deny it. He said it is devil mind that gave him. But look at how he came on Radio Biafra. After praising all the media world, he now praised that guy as if that he is just recommending him through air. But he will never know that he know this guy. Therefore, Maya called him, gave him money, and said, "I want this." Remember what I told you? I said, if not the kidnapping, they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Simon could have succeeded in destroying IPOB because he wanted to make Simon Ekpa his deputy. That's what Devil might ask him. He wanted to make Simon Ekpa his deputy. And if that Simon Ekpa were his deputy before they kidnapped him, he would sustain. By now, nobody will be talking about IPOB. Do you know the plan? Do you know why the politicians asked Simon Ekpa to be killing? Now, let me open your eye towards this side. You know, before you ask for amnesty, a peaceful group does not qualify for amnesty. How many of you know? A peaceful group that is never engaged in violence does not qualify for amnesty. Only violent group qualify for amnesty. They have already concluded that they are going to receive amnesty. That is why they encourage Simon Ekpa to start killing our people. So when the blood is too much, Imo State, blood was flowing in Imo State now. Blood of our youth were flowing in Imo State. When Osado boy is killing, Gento the Yahoo autopilot, they are killing. Blood was like blood na water for Imo State now. Blood na water. And they be mad be ya konyos. These people, they don't count human being as anything. And we were shouting. I told somebody, I said, this Lord Ejimako is a bad person. So he went there, blackmailed the real lawyers out of the way so that he will position himself for amnesty. Because amnesty is accompanied with money. And the siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this is all what they are planning. The same thing the Niger Delta militant did is where they were heading to. Remember, that's what I told you. I said, that arrest of Simon Ekpa by IPOB is a very big blow, both to Nigeria government, both to Igbo politicians, both to, what they call it, Nnamdi Kanu himself, both to Lord Ejimako. They were all warming up to receive billions in the name of amnesty. So the arrest of Simon Ekpa destroyed that plan. Destroy that plan. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have hope. He says, yes, I have seen where we escape. If I come out now, after the amnesty, I come out, I say if you kill anybody, Biafra will not come. You know, you have already left this word down. Statement that is called it's emotional fraudulent statement. Emotional blackmail statement. Emotional fraudulent blackmail statement. That's what that statement means. You have left them down. That is why I vow, I said, All the people who have done this kind of business in our land, outside the Kobo group, many times they have done it, they succeeded. Wazirike, let me tell you, Wazirike, nobody should blame Wazirike for one thing. Wazirike didn't have opportunity to succeed for Biafra. The kind of opportunity Nnamdi cannot have. So let's take Wazirike aside. I say, you see these people, they succeeded and stay well, become what they are now. They are eating out of the blood of others. I said, Nnamdi Kanu, Ishiagato. That's what I told. I said, Ishia, Oga succeed like here. Aga make me succeed here. Either line you for their Biafra or Ishia to there. So that others will learn. Because I am happy you succeed. It will come a time, it will become a business. Somebody will not write. Begin to make problem in Igbo land. Before you know how to acquire families in your. You see, using the blood of others to seek families to make money for yourself, it end with the head of Nnamdi Kanu. That is the end. It will not happen. It will not happen. We are going to seek for referendum. Period. To save lives in North Africa. They're going to seek for referendum. That's what you did in a hurry. They want to come and enjoy MNK so that they will come out and begin to enjoy. Begin to live a vagabond life. You have already lived the vagabond life. A freedom fighter. Malami said here, Wani up, Yada the lime. Or Manglo Malami said send the lady. Yada Kaya. Malajum. Okunye Poronya freedom fighter. Freedom fighter, no intelligent. No consciousness in terms of his security. Who made him freedom fighter? I think where his calling is, he should have just remained in radio. Then he will be cautioned to not insult people. Then people who will be doing, he would appoint another person, maybe just make himself a spokesman, and put another person as a leader. Because is he a freedom fighter? He doesn't have the experience. And you don't want to learn. Where do you want to go with this kind of person? Which headway do you want to make with this kind of person? You go nowhere. You see, we have come out. Every soul will be saved. Because people are dying. Nigeria can never work out. Game, fraudulent game using, Africa have used to this thing. A group will just stand up, use other African, their fellow African life as a play to make money from government. And they will succeed, they will start enjoying the money. They will start enjoying the money. So when he began to recruit media warriors for himself from Sokoto prison, I told somebody, I said, I will deal with this man. I said, I'm going to deal with this man. I know where he is heading to. Another heartbroken is what this man wants to cause. To many families, their children have died for the cause of Biafra. I say he will not succeed. He will follow them die. Those people who come out with their full chest and die for this cause, he's going to follow them die. You're not going to escape them.
This will serve as a lesson to every other person that is coming up. Enough of this nonsense in Africa. Africans, we are heartless. We will come out. We will use the blood of others to make money. Why you can make money without the blood of others? Politicians are making money where the blood of others are flowing. Children are being killed. Everybody is being killed. If it is a custom in Africa, IPOB will stop it. IPOB will be the last bus stop that will put stop to that nonsense. It will not work again. When they start recruiting media warriors, start paying them to help them blackmail this, blackmail that, and I tell IPOB members, I say everybody should cool down. Nnamdi Kanu is too small. What did he know? It's too small. Except he will just ignore him, allow him to succeed. But if we say he will not succeed in this particular evil agenda, he will not succeed. But I thank the leadership who applied their wisdom. Because if they could have done what I have been agitating for over a period of time now, maybe people will say they treated him bad, they do this, they do this. Alata, IPOB was busy. I alata abun Nnamdi Kanu no be few. Lada job, otachanke ya buanya na anya. Pooh! Oh, Nnamdi Kanu de menda biob. Otachatachaye wura ya bora oshi anya anya. Do you see how they expose themselves more and more? How in a world where you will pick somebody who does not have the experience of membership of your organization, and you are picking that person as a head of Directorate of State? Don't you see the game? A Nigerian politician based in US, or Joseph Kanu best friend. That is what is called handling the struggle over to the government. You have already handed it over to the government, and immediately IPOB diffuse it. You see, that's why he said, I want to lead from prison. And people are telling him, you can't lead from prison. Educated people were there, went and educate him. Nnamdi Kanu, there is no way you will lead from prison. It doesn't happen anywhere. When they want to talk, the lawyer who have this plan, who they all plan this thing from with government, Nigeria government, in our command, Lesson Mandela, I said, there. Go to Google and Google. After Googling, you find out if it is true or not. After our people make research, they find out Lesson Mandela never lead apartheid regime. They have never lead their struggle from prison. It was somebody else that was leading there. Sense in the Perima. They want to leave from prison. When they said they want to leave from prison, I was the one that told some members of the, I said, come, this man, this statement shows that he wants to hand this struggle over to the government. And if it's not at the head of affair, there's no way he will handle over. And because he have already pleaded with you people to collapse IPOB so that if you come out, he will restart it again. And you people refuse, which is a wise decision. The refuse of DOS is the wisest decision ever existed. Because that's the angle he wanted to go. That's why he insists he wants to lead from prison. Nigerian government knew he has a phone. That's why they allowed that phone. So that he will use that phone to be able to hand that struggle over to them. But after all the effort he made, everything fall to nonsense. Everything. Now, heat go do. Oh, well, I can't. You see that
suspension they give him in IPOB, that is where he's destroyed. That is where he killed himself. All I go. That is end of Nnamdi Kanu. Thank God he was the one that triggered it. That's why I tell you. You see, go and listen to sensible people. For Nnamdi Kanu to make that step, and IPOB responded accordingly. So what did he think? He think that IPOB will not respond. So he thought that IPOB will not respond after thousands and hundreds of people have lost in this movement. So he thought IPOB will not respond accordingly. Rapaz. If Portuguese, they will say, whenever a Portuguese man speaks, you hear rapaz. They man or they measure my. I don't have any single pity for Nnamdi Kanu for taking that evil step. And this is the step every IPOB members have been waiting for. We were patiently waiting for it, for him. You see, women learn something from Nnamdi Kanu's wife. That woman is so intelligent. The woman is a mother. He looked at it, he told his husband, I am a mother. If I support this thing, God may punish me. So I'm taking myself out of this nonsense. You can go ahead with your siblings if you succeed. But I don't think, the woman told him, but I don't think he will succeed. Because these men in IPOB, they are wise. They are wise. Let me tell you something. If this leadership cooperated with Mazi and the camp, do you know what I was planning? Do you know what I was planning? I will gather the whole receipt of IPOB Brazil. Thank God we are officially registered with the government here. I will gather all the whole receipt of IPOB Brazil. I could have opened international financial fraud against Nnamdi Kanu and his entire family. Do you know how many years we'll be waiting for him? 140 years imprisonment. Madoff. You could have fallen into the line of Madoff. Madoff, go and Google who is Madoff. 2008. He was sentenced 2009. The highest financial fraud through bank. It's actually here and now. Gather IPOB money. All this pay in 5,000 and they take and they loan 15,000. Return just like that. And the Nnamdi Kanu could have been washed. He might even collect 200 years because one, his own wasn't investment. His own, only what you need to do, tender that receipt. Okwebe, Church Abasa. I was waiting for him. I said, if the leadership cooperates with his request of destroying IPOB so that he will come out, then that time they for enter the one will be trouble. Now that time they for enter the one will be. All the government in Abara primary one trouble also. What is the second? La secondary school trouble. Or him telling me, boom, kuchobim. I will see my heart. When will this fraud? This fraud have eaten deep into our people. It must end. It must end. Because I can see people are no more, they no more have conscience. One, why I could have defeated Nnamdi Kanu in international suit against financial fraud is he has no company, It has no business. Then where do you get your money? How do you sustain? How do you live? Through the gathering money of people. Ojeba Ghana. Unu go Kanu Takanu. Onu all afraid of Germany. Unu go London or Europe. Okwa, I just use one eye to look at like this. Unu from today after this program, o make your noise again. O make your noise again. Ojenga international money scam. Kwe Kanu Takanu. Opportunity ade near tata. Oku hana pakame again. Process ye bidogo. Get a kind of like you. I'll wipe my family out. If Nnamdi Kanu did not revise himself and apologize to the spirit of Biafrans, apologize to IPOB, let me tell you what will happen. That family will be closed. The only person that will be safe is the wife and the son who run, because that woman have saved her children. Very wise woman. Ezola got shut down. Ezola, even also he didn't participate in taking that oath. The oath was took by us. But I can tell him today, the only existing person that will be alive in that family is only the wife and the children, who the wife have saved through her intelligence and wisdom. The wife have been able to secure her children, take them out from that evil. Tell them to slow down. They shouldn't make more noise. Their noise should end. If they make more noise, they will see more radical approach. A radical approach is not, their own is, I go kill you. We are not, enough people won't kill. We will use the law. A very refined international law. Now we go do what? Kill our own. Our money, somebody like me, I can't raise sword for any soul. I can't raise gun, bullet for any soul. But if I want to deal with you, I deal with you according to law. If I want to finish you, I finish you with law. I end their chapter, close it, forget you. Nnamdi Kanu. Yala ma chole. Omu bingo. La among left, her from right, ale praise here. Ndi emotion, ale me emotion, we are not for emotion. We are not emotional. We are not emotional. Emotional does not exist where we are. We are for reality, justice, fairness, equality, temperament, and judgment. That's where we stand. Whenever we tell you we will destroy you, don't think we will tell you, as I tell you I will destroy you, I am coming with a knife or gun. No, far be from it. It's illiterate. Illiterate is people that approach people with gun and a sword. Learned people approach people with law, finish them up, forget about themselves. They will just forget about them and move on. Nnamdi Kanu should be one. He should be one. He is playing with his life. He is playing with his life. Just now he is clear now from his eye. He was crying today from Sokoto prison. Do me. Now who revenge? Now it depends. You see how all these small children that doesn't know left from their right, how they were praising this man into pit. Immediately they announced that nonsense. them were running their mouth. Just only one memo. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is crying. Only one memo. That's to tell you, before you do anything, you must go through the right channel. Only one memo. Suspension. No, okay, suspension. Okay, the back. Oh, a lock. Abu Madam, both Mazi Chike, the head of the him. Abu Madam is hereby fling out of window from Ipob. Fling out of window from Ipob. Or him carry men. We do madam. We talk to the man of away from window. How come when lock, I'm not going to suspension. Watch out. After 1 month now, nobody will hear about them again. Nobody will hear about them again. Their chapter is closed. It's finally closed. All the money he mapped out to pay all these small children on media to generate account. I don't know. People are facing reality. You are facing fiction. Who told you that fiction works these days? Even the people who are, we Christians, we believe in fiction so much. What do you ask yourself now? How many Christians believe in fiction? How many Christians believe in fictions these days? I was educating one woman who went to pastor for prayer. They said the pastor charged her 300,000 to buy material they will use to pray this, and at the end of the day, after prayer, the pastor said, let us put their faith in God, that God will do this. I told that woman, I said, Madam, you are stupid. As if any pastor do such with me, I will receive my money back, or I will drag that pastor. I say, collecting money from somebody to pray for prayer to work, that means that was the moment you left the spirituality and the faith. You have abandoned the faith, abandoned everything, and give the woman guarantee. Because money is involved. The woman now came to buy a solution, and you must sell that solution, and that solution must serve. You must render the service of that solution. That's what is meant to receive money when you are praying. Because if it's totally based on faith, both of them could have prayed and said, Madam, go. Let us hope that God will answer the prayer. When God answers, the woman will be left with faith, then you will stay with faith and be waiting for the word. Every of your activity must be based on faith. If the faith work, the woman will come back with a reward. But collective money means you have sold solution, and that solution service must be tendered. It must be rendered. If it doesn't render, you are 419 and I will drag you. I will drag you. You see, every atom of fraud with the blood of our people, it ends within Nnamdi Kanu. IPOB will ensure it ends within Nnamdi Kanu. It ends with him, so that others will learn. It ends within Nnamdi Kanu. Enough of all this nonsense. Because of African greed. Look at what is happening in South Africa. I was asking somebody, I say, in this Brazil sustains almost all the South American nations Go and ask anybody. Half of Venezuelans are in this country. Half of Peru are in this country. Half of Bolivians are in this country. Half of Ecuadors are in this country. Half of Argentinas are in this country. Uruguayans, they are in this country. Mexico, they are in this country. Did South Africa have the 3/4 of population that is in this country? African food this country. Almost the whole Haiti. If Haiti population is 10 million, 7 million is in this country. Go and ask anybody. But have you seen any day the citizens of the original citizens of this country stood up and say the foreigners are taking their job, or the foreigners are blocking the opportunity? Do you know why all these statements in Africa, Nigeria own, we said the population is too much? Do you know why? Because black Africans are very stupid. We are not creative. And we always believe that we know it all. The problem is, a black man who finds himself in leadership wants to build mansion. He wants to live like a king. But in this country, senators still live in apartment. Senator of this country still live in apartment, 3-bedroom apartment. Highest, the one that is senator that is very rich, he live in what they call luxury apartment. What is the meaning of luxury apartment? Luxury apartment, 2-room and big parlor, kitchen and toilet. That is what he have. You will hear luxury apartment. But common local government chairman in Africa want to build mansion. Then why won't people suffer? How do you want to grow the economy? Senator in this country, come into this country. The highest vehicle he will have is one for the wife, one for him, and one for the children. But go Africa. Governor will pack the fleet of cars inside compound. He will have houses. How do you want to create job? How do you want to create employment when you engage in all this? Look at Nnamdi Kanu. Ordinary movement for freedom. Anye nweta freedom. Anye nweta freedom. Obawago orege ego eji acho freedom. Bawa poch kanya. Ogola a ụlọ. Goro munne ya. This is ordinary movement. We have never reached bus stop. Ogowago. But this is the man, when they come out for radio, he will deceive us. Ogowago, Obiwagondo. Why do you come now? You come on radio, you lavish Rocha Sokrocha, you lavish Kanu. You are worse than them. You are worse than them. Black pot where they black pot where they call charcoal. Then what motivates you to be yabbing others when you know that within you are worse than them? Why are you yabbing them? Why can't you keep quiet? Why are you sorting them? Why are you demolishing them? After my investigation, what triggered the investigation? Is it not because of deliberate blackmail? I don't know if you are the one that ordered this nonsense. And I was telling Kanu, come out and clear the air. Why are you accusing the members of DOS, these people that have no hand in anything about Nnamdi Kanu? You know 100% that these people have no hand. They don't even know where your brother were. but you keep silent in another way to get them blackmail. Oh, the wicked though. Now you tell me that God will not punish this kind of family. So that time you allow people, you allow Simon Ekpa to be blackmailing them, say that the one that saw the candidate, the one that saw Nnamdi. What about if somebody that time go and start killing their family members back home? And within you know that these people don't know anything. That is why I want to punish them. Can you give me investigation? Can you manage the man? Koku ka I bande allow. Ejezi eba who nonsense your brother name me. Your brother go lolo, go poch kayan, go nka, la ba club. La ba club, abashi club ike o. K1 club, Kenya. Club nde billionaire. Club nde Kenya millionaire. Kola ba. K1 club. Club ale nyangwani $5,000. Which is yamanye on a camera. The CCTV goes here. Diberibe. Over several times. Stop this blackmail. Stop this blackmail. Stop this blackmail. Una carry on because all I do no matter. Do you know what is called character assassination? Does these people are aware of what is called character assassination? It's like go time now. When you hear me, when you get no katana brew my name, I lion man na was Roshi. Hi, I'm gonna call my fence. I'm not come here with my white clothes, with my tie. Guess come na my fence. E buru di room gaba onye museum nya say na aspol onya na ma fence o because when she had the light and she had the light when they get believe ya buru ya gaba even mgbe ha ma onye kwuru okwu ala achira say sorry onye ka ha buru ga gaba buru ga gaba ahia azuwa go bela ahia azuwa go. Blackmail. Let me tell you, there is nothing make God punish somebody than blackmail. What is punishing, what Nnamdi is going through is divine punishment from God. Onye ga pota na ye deliberate say demolish this person. In my language they use. Ya gbada lenten. Gaga gbanda other media word demolish him. Why? Why must you do that? Why must you engage in? And that is why the politicians were very angry with IPOB. They thought that IPOB are part and parcel of this engagement. They never knew it is one man ideology that is very, very uncalled for. Look at how somebody came out on media and said somebody in US stole $75,000. Which that ran, I think 2020 made that allegation against an innocent man. Only for this investigation, we find out this man didn't touch even $1. The problem there is they were calling you, they couldn't get you. They need to mobilize ESN, they need logistics. The man took, because he have access to $177,000. The man took $75,000 there. Said he didn't take anyone. He sent it to the camps for logistics. Then when you now finish where you go, where you were, and you call, they said the problem have been resolved. You ask them how the problem was resolved. He said, this man said, okay, I took the money in my position to resolve this problem. You now ask, authorized by who? All the Mexican detective, all the make dictatorship. Authorized by who? Authorized by who? You don't even allow the man. He said, I'm going to radio now. I will destroy your character. I will destroy you. And he went to radio and he destroyed the man character. He destroyed the man's name. That is exactly the language he used when he was in DSS, thinking that he will come out. He said it on phone. He called somebody saying, I am coming out very soon. Only one broadcast, I will destroy the members of DOS. That was the very day I said, I'm going to face this man head on. I'm going to face here. I'm going to face this guy head on. Enough is enough. I got my face here, so that next time, in his next life, he will behave himself. Now. Ordinary one action. Action happen. One more. Mahama Benjamin Madubugo Mahancharil. You see that illegal men they want to form in Igbo land. They are forming it. They say that is what they will use to cause crisis in elections so that let me tell you something. Violent engagement can never bring you out. What will bring you out is peaceful engagement. And if more you try, if you see this word I'm telling you, this is almost 10 times I'm telling you this word. I told you this word when you were in DSS. I said, civil engagement is what will bring you out. But you never believe it. You ask them, you now encourage someone to start killing. More violent engagement, more you are calling for your earlier grave. This is, I'm just telling you now, pure truth. So that movement by your siblings and by Madibugo, call it off. If you form that nonsense, one, Madibugo, we are going to hunt him. If he ran to ant hole, we'll bring him out there and finish him. Then you will now hang yourself wherever you are. Don't forget this word. This word is for both of you. You, Madibugo, and this. Violent, we will never allow any violence. Because, do you know why I say IPOB will never achieve Biafra through violence? Because we have so many criminals who are Biafrans. What those criminals are waiting for, they want to hide under the agitation for Biafra to unleash mayhem. That's exactly what happened. When Simon Ekpa engaged in violence, what the criminals did, they hide under the agitation, start unleashing mayhem in Igbo land. Until the IPOB were able to curtail this nonsense with sweating. Until the IPOB were able to curtail this with the help of God. If IPOB did not, if this leadership did not apply their brain, by now nobody will be walking. Nobody you won't be seeing anybody on the street of Igbo land. It took grace of God and the effort of IPOB to curtail this nonsense. Because you foolishly believe that violent engagement is what will bring you out. Where are you now? Is it not violent engagement you encourage through lawyer to Simon Ekpa? Is it not what they use to sentence you? Do they use the peaceful approach of IPOB to sentence you? No. Because no law can indict peaceful engagement. It's not possible now. Haven't you paid the price in a very bitter way? All I don't know, GM, Okwelishi yeburi yakwuru. Ibe bubo yakwu because oguma tirakara side. Oguma say oguma tirakara was a violent area. And the result apola. Ige buri yakwuru. You want a choice. Ige buri yakwuru. Then you IPO bi ayo. Anyị ma ebe anyị ga-ejela abroad. Anyị ma office anyị ga-akwụ aka there. Ejewazi ije. Ọ na-adị mma. Asị nwaanyị lụọ di Igbo mara nke ka mma. There was one man that time from Ozobodo. He had a problem with the wife. The wife left him for, I think, for 6 years. For 6 years. He didn't remarry. Because he have two children with him. 2 boys. The man didn't remarry. I was telling the man, are you not going to remarry? He said, no. He said, oh boy, calm down. After 6 years, the wife about to down on bala ayo. Gwazo ya were aka ha na ayo nna. You know what this man told me? He said, Lion, I'm going to allow her back. The only thing I will do, I will ask her to go and Merwala. You go and do some sacrifice, some ritual. I will go to allow her to come back. I said, why? He said, why you Lord di buo or manake kama? No, I was you I gave me one my respect me everything. My ladies man and you say he shot up on mama. Yes, this this world we are is very deep. Now she have gone, she have tested, she have seen, she have run back. I think now it's time she will give me respect. And believe me, since that time, since that 2012 till now, both of them are living very peaceful. But Mazi, I can't do it. Some people learn every day now. You see me, can't you see me? I'm very peaceful with her now. Children have grown, children have gone. They have faced their life. Nnamdi Kanu alụọla nwaanyị labụ now. Alụọla violent. Mgbe ọ nọbụla under Ipob, under peaceful approach. Ọla dị ya ka under Ipob amachachaghị ihe ọfụma. Lọsọsọ eme ihe. O jere ga test ya. Osila azụ gwa ndị nke ọzọ ahụ ha na-eme violent. O megola violent, ọ pịala ya isi. I think o nwetago uche now. Ọ mara go the value of peace. Ọ mara go the value of so. Ọ ya ayọyọ. Agara ya ije ya pụta, ọ pụta asị ya nna nwoke nla ebe nna agaghị ezuru ike. But I want to lead this thing. When about lead the check, or is not leader, we don't need him. I was a leben against Rike. I wear la ribbon, Puro Rike. When I was telling someone that you will destroy yourself, you will 2021, 2022, every time I come on me, I say, this small boy, you will destroy yourself. Is it not the same insult I was receiving when I was telling Nnamdi Kanu? Retrace your step, retrace your step. The same insult I received from Simon Nepa. Children, all those children that I always support them. It's the same insult I received from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You see, people like us, we stand by the truth and we shall remain in truth. I don't care about your insult. Go ahead and insult. But reality will hit all of you one by one. That's what it's in nature. You can't cheat nature. Truth is nature. Lying is the fiction And there is no way fiction can defeat nature. It's like now, nwoke toro no sila ya ga-abụzi nwanyị. Ndị ara akpọ nwoke nwanyị, ndị ara akpọ ntụlike. Ya yiri efe nwanyị na-eme na this. Plawula enjoy sila ya bụ nwanyị. Ha ọbụla ọ sọrọ ya bend ya, ha ọbụla ọ sọrọ ya shake ukwu ya, ha ọbụla ọ sọrọ ya mee. Or it can never be like natural. Nke ọ na-emegodi bụ body fiction. Ọ ka deceive onwe. The reality is there. Reality is the master of this universe. If you play nonsense fiction, finish, deceive yourself, finish. One day you go to return back to the root of the truth. Truth is the Igwe. Ebano. And now we have my late father said, "One, agunwoke no japo moya mem di turn to lion man. Lion man eh na azabo. Nnam na pom agunwoke. Mo awore dey English lion man. O agunwoke, ma say yasim e gale emeka m kwuru pushike. Akwa agha ebe ahụ kwuru. Emekwala shake no. Sometimes o were ho gwara m my late father also sometimes I got a good idea. But a shake la pureba. Every time they are never fishing happen when I got bad stars they meet you. They will come to you. Kushike, Nnam, go and ask of him. Mbena bunu. Na Nnamdi ka na-abụghị ihe ọ bụ. Ihe ahụ asịla ọ bụ abụghị ihe ọ bụ. Lee n'ihe a but I like this man because ya repent ya. O werezie mmadụ n'ime prison. Ka onye bụ nwa bingo a. Who is that person? Ọkwa ohitiwago elishi now. Agwara ya yọọ ndị Ipob ayịyọ. Lọga yọrịrị ayịyọ. Yes, label master. Yes, label master of the game. Let me button. I got happy. Yappy, I see everywhere. Say, look at this man. In my button, I got happy. I see everywhere. You a fool by saying that nonsense. Pia, mbani metaga pia button. I can't know lele no. Pia ya ko chag green kayo. API anya pia kanya chared. API anya pia kanya with ezoku pia ya chared. Ya kwaglishi. Abu hemene yesterday. Akwe piano da button yesterday ma happy. Akwa bi ba piano nke ha akwa chara red. Akwa ibe wago. Omomo nke. Omomo nke le nwe ishi. Le nwe la mangi ihe. Unu na happy button. Unu pia ya happy akwa cha green mba no. Unu pia ya anya pia yellow one ya return ya scatter everywhere. Ya chara red. And them are not ready ahụ ya pia lishi pam. Gechowazi ebe ga no. Isi ayi okwe na ayi ya. Nnamdi Kanu ga yọrọ ya your own choice. Onwe choice ọ ga yọrọ ya. O deceive chonwe. You will come back and beg. What deceive chonwa? Umu bingo akochara yaka. Kochara fake haka, the fake demonstrate fake love. And a chuno ga lot of reality. I know reality, I know chuno. Legodi him an appoint as he I choose. Ukula among left and right of our mother in Hona or our mother in Hembo Biafra. The man among Hana, or mother in Hembo Biafra. The man, no. Only our mother in Hembo Biafra. Only among Hembo Biafra. Only a point. And the worst thing now, ọ nwere ndị gị ime approach na prison na ihe ka akwa disgrace ka mere ihe nka ma ọ ga-agwa ha ọ ga-asị ala ya gbara ndị Nigeria gọọmenti gem ịmana ọ dịghị ala ka ikpe manya maazị na ọ dịghị ala ka ikpe manya ọ dịghị ala ka ikpe manya ị ga-ahụ na ọ kweghịrị ha na go and watch before 1 month na everywhere that group ga-agbasasị because ọ ga-ala ka o deny ya agwara m somebody ị gara Nnamdi Kanu na-emekwa ihe now record ya ọ kpọgala phone na-aje gba m na-asị ya chere ka ị record ya gba ya agwa ya sị maka gịnị ọ ka mmanụ ọ drop that call ahụ so they did not pass that information to you but ọ na-eme ya sị ya onye chere ka m record ọgụ ada ama m echi you deny ya m gwa ya agwa don't do it gwa ya nwe element na aga m record ị chọrọ ka anyị kpa nkata aga m record ọ chọrọ ịkpa nkata ahụ ga ịkpa ya ọ chọzọ ịkpa ya ya were nkata ya jebe ị na-ediri ya because ọ ga-edina anyị ya echi ọ ga-agọnara gị onye bụ ọpụta ya gwa ndị mmadụ I must come out with the Biafra ka isi ebe ahụ apụ ya emeghị ime like this ya bụ ọghị ime so ịpụta ga-esi na nwoke ma kwuchikwara na lie na today we know the game ịpụta gị dị confused o metere ihe amede ha hụzi ada gwa na ada agwa ọka ege change pattern ọ bụ that saying I must come out with Biafra onye gada ya bụ I visited him. He's very strong in spirit. He still stand on his way. He still stand on his ground that he will come out with Biafra. Now lie. Owachaya was being happy by you showing me. Let me tell bring you Waziriki. I'm shocked now. I can tell you that Mazi Nnamdi is among the people who frustrated the Waziriki. Why Waziriki didn't succeed. One, he didn't do his home job in UK. Nnamdi is operating. What stopped him? You see that I'm talking about diplomacy. What stopped him engaging British government before? Even he don't even need to form his own group. That was the group. What his grand, a stand opportunity there. He meets with those people. Is it not Ipob Brazil that met with the Brazil government? After we have met, we have gone to many offices in the land. After meeting, when we see that the result is coming out, we have to back it up with the US. With the US, send a hard copy letter to them. Email. We was there. That's why I say restoration of Biafra is a collective effort. No, if any man now come out, I will give you Biafra. Unu goro ora ma onya. But no ora map onya ho mmojo ahụ dị ya lanya. Because lo nwere mmojo la gba yokwu ahụ. Ọ bụghị ezigbo mmụọ. O wa don na eli mele ekwu okwu ahụ. Isle gị mpụta na masị gị mo ala ya man ga-eweta Biafra. How? Ofonyo le eweta independent. Ofonyo le independent kam jom. Mchomputa na ma gbando ọcha na I will give you Biafra. Hey, wụrụ ma wa ma anya. Biafra ga-abịa. Ndị IPOB nọ na Spain bụ ha nwe ọrụ ịga ahụ Spanish government. IPOB nọ n'Italy bụ ndị ọrụ ha bụ ịga ahụ ndị gọọmenti Italy. Nke ndị Canada bụ ọrụ ha bụ ịga ahụ nke Canada. So otu Mazi Chikedozie bọta Mazi Chikedozie pụtara ya sị I will give you Biafra. Ịnọ ya nso gị were ụra kwụpụ ya mmụọ ọjọọ ahụ kwuru okwu ala ime ya gị mapụ ya ya anya ya sị mmụọ ọjọọ ahụ esoro ime ya pụọ kpụm mapụ. Ọrụ ha bụ ọrụ ndị DOS bụ when they are needed, like when they are needed in the Brazil, they stand by and respond immediately without delay. Ihe a bụ ọrụ ha. Ihe a bụ ihe kwesịrị bụ ọrụ Nnamdi Kanu. Maybe we organize, okay, come and address parliament. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now will not come to Brazil and address the parliament. Mmadụ Chineke kere eke bụ nwoke pụta ya sị gị na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ga-ewetara ya Biafra. Ọ bụ ha o ji mere o ji lecha unu ya unu ndị iberibe. Because unu egosigo unu wu ndị iberibe. Ofu onye ọ na-enye freedom. Mgbe m ji baa akwa mbere echekwa na ndị Igbo ma ihe ama m na ndị Igbo amara ihe bụla aka Simon ebe somebody pụtara sị I have negotiated for worship. Gị hụ ma bloggers la amali elu le post ya Chineke nna mebe akwa mbere si ya chai. So echekwa na ndị Igbo ma ihe o ama m na ndị Igbo amara ihe. Somebody say worship mbụ country is Ghana. Ghana is the country, it's an independent nation. Before Ghana we secure worship from the license approval, because the country who want to sell it to them, we first of all US, that's why they call them war power. Even the country manufacturing, they have to go through United States of America. They will go through UN. Do you know the protocol, the process for a whole independent nation to get worship? Do you know the movement? European Union must be aware of it. Can somebody put a budget camera on? Last second, I have Chineke nale. Nde banyana kwa kaleti power. Chineke. I was ashamed of myself. Onye arara agala ụzọ ihe na-adị eme ọwụ the family of onye ara ka ihe na-eme mgbe ihe adịrị na-egbu autopilot ihe na-ala eme m. I was ashamed of myself. Feko, if you type nonsense again here, I remove you from this page. I don't tolerate nonsense in this page, okay? And then you come here to get knowledge. That education you lack, learn it from this page for free. If you type nonsense again, I block you. One more nonsense, I block you immediately. So that you go and face your foolishness. Somebody say, like a good worship, like a good fighter jet. No, me look at that. So you believe Bendibo? Have you gotten to this level? Have you believe Bendibo gotten to this level? An individual want to get you fighter jet that even many countries will go many process, even sometimes that is country they will deny them. If not for Democrat, the corruption of Democrats in the US, Nigeria could have been denied of securing fighter jet because corrupt country International community will not allow them to have such thing. If not for the if with this Trump administration, do you know that Nigeria will never ever secure fighter jets because they know that it will fall into the hands of terrorists. So is that so? I have gotten to this point of an individual securing fighter jet for them. It is well. It is well. I want to have a call. I want to join you. I say udochia. There are things you believe, there are things you don't believe. That is why they say institutionalized IPOB. Without IPOB being institutionalized, okay, do you know why the DOS deregistered IPOB and removed Mazi and Kanu and Mazi? Because it is written there as a private company. Why was Nnamdi Kanu, who claimed he is educated, register freedom fighting organization as a private company? So before the government of Brazil voted in their parliament, do you think if that thing was on private, you think that who are you? Who are you to come and let government interfere in your private company? This is why all these years, anywhere IPOB submitted paper, because why would they do research? They will now research it and say, this is a private company. Hey, where are somewhere? Hey, where are you somewhere? To fool somewhere. But now, when they make research, when they Google it, they will see it there, community group searching for freedom. Because community means masses, everybody. Community means governor is involved, senator is involved, House of Rep members is involved, local government chairman is involved, market woman where they sell tomato is involved, wheelbarrow butcher is involved, farmers is involved, doctors is involved, nurses is involved. So why won't them answer them to save life? When you go and put something on your private, when they search it, they say, no, this is a private business. Government, we don't have any time to waste on this private. We go and build their business. Go and build their business. And then Nnamdi Kanu was informed, let us institutionalize IPOB and have different departments and people will be there to take care of all these things. Because of fear of accountability of money. If money never destroy an African man, nothing will destroy that man. Nothing will destroy that person again. See achievements that DOS have made because of they discovered the problem, they went and deregistered it into a community. Country begin to accept their petition. Country begin to accept their petition. A matured person, non media, go and open your own. na him business, na him finance, na him fund, na he is the founder. Go and open your own. So those people who die, so they die because of private business of somebody, and we have seen the error. We say, okay, let us correct the error. Ipob say, let us correct this error. Because whenever it turns into institution, one person will never be seen affair being in the financial department. Now it will now have the financial department of IPOB that it may even be 50 people that will be overseeing the finance. It may be 50. Then the leader, if I tell them now, they may not even believe. Do you know that Mazi doesn't even know where money of IPOB go through? He doesn't know anything money. It's only when he is traveling, maybe he want to go and engage some government. He will call, they will, okay, oh, how much is their ticket? How much is this? Do you think he doesn't travel? How much is their ticket? They buy the ticket, they send the ticket for him. How much the hotel? They use their hand, make research of the hotel, book the hotel, pay the hotel, give him the address and the room. If he go there, he will sleep there. He doesn't want it. Actually, about a briefcase or baby. Because our institution will not pay for baby now. Institution will never pay for baby. I got go hotel, go ticket to go jail, go jail. Otoje, ya de wazi omo ya grow. Ya no ze agro wore nka hu nyum baby. What's on your gbasara that time? Ochoya. Not a pattern of dictatorship. Yamana who finance, Yamana who security, Yamana who everything. Una assume the have freedom fighter. They have freedom. Or man freedom fighting. Even all demonstrated together this time around. From DSS to Sokoto, they have demonstrated that this man doesn't know anything about freedom. So everybody should go and thank Baristefani Joe for here comes Kanguru. You see, that hyping we hype him 2015 is by the help of his wife who secured a well-learned lawyer for him. Law who you able savior ya 2015. Even that 2015 can give up. Omena gra now. Nah. Ebe Mazi na Kanu mechara ihe blackmail ya by Stefania Jofe ba ka no chidere ya ka elu. Iba ka no. Abraham somebody say omozi hozo na krom about this guy. So this man, Allah suffer like Igbo youth over this agitation. Can this man in a mind? Nnamdi can egg your child, I marry him and go back from that place. Then allow Ben and this room. But oh my God, even I told him who I know this Biafra of 18 again. Your child, your home below when you are your. I got time. IPOB with the capacity. IPOB with the capacity. Full time. Animals, animal buying a quack or me pay I am a paid dog, but I say much pressure. This man should be released. A may obey never now come one bingo, like only time one bingo, like or take a dozen one bingo, like on your blood. You will IPOB members as nothing. Then half we go got you for your release. You are joking. You are joking. You are a dead dreamer. You can't know about Kontula. ị ga-akụ ntu there iwere aka iji because ihe a m hụrụ na-etogole praise gị na media ndị awa aga m efu onweghị ha ma ndị a nwere for praising you shows that they don't know anything and the Nigerian government know. For them praising you, Nigerian government is happy. Hamagohana, these people don't know anything in terms of government. They know. I can say your release is in the hand of IPOB. Take it or you leave it. Ebacha okeke egwu ala kula ni basa ebacha leka Uchechukwu ga-eme. Ebacha leka Uchechukwu no ga-eme. Ọ ga-adị ka ọlụ ebube. Onweghị nwoke gbara katakata lụọ ebacha katakata if you are not going the right channel ịla agba mgbala efu. Ebacha mgba ị ga-etend apology ya ngwara gị since. Since you attend the apology, a recruit on the media said, bring this ngwa. Go and bring this ngwa man, can boy alive. Who told him to talk? What? No, cool. In fact, no post to Laro. Bring him, let us crucify him. My repetition, Munuga could be crucify him now. I mention the background could be crucify him. Come go on, second Jesus. Come on, the second Jesus. Come on, the second Jesus. Ebawa Africa chọrọ eziokwu onye kwu eziokwu na Africa sepụta ka egbuo. Emechi unu emere na akpọrọ mba egbuo unu gbucha m. Emechapụ unu eziokwu ahụ bụ ihe ga-save unu. When we chap a measure, we get safe. No another choice. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, they won. God bless every one of you for being here on this broadcast. Mazi, Patrick, I thank you so much for you have been in this program since I've been doing this program. God bless you all, and I have a word for the leadership of IPOB. I think. The men and women in the leadership of IPOB, please, insult is part of public service. Please don't let the insult coming from Mazi and the Kanu camp discourage you guys. Please ignore it and continue your good work. That is the only thing I can tell you, people. Continue your good work. Insult, remember, insult is part of public service. If you pay attention to the insult and say, let me verse and drop it, which means you have been wicked to your people. I know nobody is paying anybody. Everybody is on volunteer. But this is one of the sacrifices that men and women do. Generation shall remember them. Generation upon generation shall remember them for good. Thank you all for what you have done so far. And every IPOB member who have stood with IPOB all this hard time. Thank you all. It's not easy. Because the problem, like Brazil here, when we were almost 100 and something members, things we resolve in finance become more lighter to our pocket. But since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu uses his hand to scatter IPOB since 2022, 2021, 2022, we are few members. We know what we are going through. Things we contribute $50 before, now those things will now fall that to each person to contribute $300 is not easy. This is what we have been suffering here, working so hard to do it, because we must do it. We must do it. It's like when we translated the Nnamdi Kanu case file where we submitted it to the United Nations here, submitted to the judiciary here. We translated those things, 140 something copy. We translated it into Portuguese. You know how much it cost us? About 15 of us. Let me say it now. The achievement, 100 and something people couldn't get. When you are hearing Ipob Brazil, we are 15. Let's not hide anything. We are 15 now. 15. Hardcore. 15 hardcore. 15 hardcore, we are able to register IPOB. But when we are in 100 and something, we couldn't be able to register IPOB here. It cost us money. 15 men, 15, I think 3 women, 12 men. 3 women, 12 men. Maybe if you hear people, you think they are 50 or 100. Isn't that the kind of attitude have scattered everywhere? But look at achievement Ipob Brazil have achieved so far with few people, few. That's why I told people, I said, it's not multitude that will restore Biafra. Or when the man had a me, the Weruche, Ejeme. Abo gri. Without nothing, without no result. According to shock, who na shock go now? Are you shock? Maybe no na Ipob Brazil, but this na chief. Who na cholo ndi Igbo leader na Ipob. Nde ba anyị no loboda. Imano we mbara unu. Criminals does not love IPOB. Imecha digest this language in now. Criminal doesn't love IPOB. IPOB is anti-criminal and anti-terrorism. Do you get it now? You don't expect criminal to come and help IPOB. It is IPOB that will help themselves and save our people. The people that are there before, because of what Mazi and his siblings is doing, all of them run away. They said happen. Like he had again Hagashike. Makande buy some hammer hatcher. Or you can go they buy love to service, they come to service man. They don't know what they want. That's what I told them. I said, you people that left IPOB doesn't know what you want. That's why you left. You came for Mazi and Kanu. And as Mazi and Kanu began to do some nonsense, you follow him and move. That shows that you don't know what you want. And we know the 15 that remain, 3 women and 12 men that remain in Ipob Brazil, we know what we want. That's why we remain. I ain't gonna go no kewezoku. Ma ruechi na ịma na ndị ekperima they can claim unclaim. Ịma na nwere ndị ji that achievement 15 people may achieve la Brazil here parliament here. Ịma na nwere ndị ji echere ego for one ịnapụ ndị mmadụ ego. Somebody just inform me. O nwere ndị kpọrọ ndị ebe ha na Nigeria. La law ha magara ije a. Na ndị Igbo anyị na-egwu. Law ha magara ije a. Law ha magara ije a. Maasị onye ọbụla unu mechie ọnụ hapụ ha ka ha zuzube. Law ha magara. Ịmakwa ndị ha bụ. Law ha wodogwu, law ha magara. ndebe anyị dị egwu. Ụmụ Igbo anyị dị egwu. Chineke nyere anyị aka. Chineke nyere anyị aka. Ndewo. I think I don't know why this thing is